This is very concerning. Cleveland Cavaliers face Donovan Mitchell has been abysmal in most of this year's playoffs, especially in the series against the Detroit Pistons. Donovan Mitchell needs to step up if the Cavaliers want to win Game 7. The Cavs drop Game 6. Mitchell plays bad yet again, and there is a lot to talk about because he is available. He is eligible for an extension in this offseason. I am Matt playing you at Cavs Digest. We're going to dive into the details of his extension. Should the Cavs even extend Donovan Mitchell, and what has he done in this year's playoffs? I made a video a couple days about him, and I was like, oh, he's going to prove me wrong. In Game 5, he plays amazing. Game 4, he goes crazy. Game 6, wow, he stinks it up yet again. It hasn't just been this game, however. I'm going to compare his regular season stats to his playoff stats here on Cavs Digest. Make sure you guys subscribe because a lot of you guys that watch these videos are not subbed. And if you want to stay updated with all things, everything's Cavaliers, look at these advanced stats that we have here at Digest Media. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So, of course, as I said, we're talking about none other than Donovan Mitchell, who is eligible based on the way his contract is worked. He is eligible for an extension this offseason. But now we're going to start a real narrative due to some teams that are keeping an eye on him. Due to the Cavs being linked with star players such as Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, there is a real conversation surrounding Donovan Mitchell if the Cavs even want to extend him and use him as a trade piece or wait till his contract is done to pay him a new one, make him earn it, because in the playoffs this year he has not been great. Just to show you guys, 4 games of splits so far where he has been bad. Big shout out to this account, but we're going to look at these stats more for you _Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell in games 1, 2, 5, 6 combined for the series as a superstar, he absolutely has to be better. 33 of 81 from the floor, 40.7%, and 9 of 33 from 3, 27.2%. Minus 38 when on the floor. Now I do understand, that these are just a couple of games. These are a couple cherry-picked games, but you have to look at the facts here. The Cavs lost Game 1, they lost Game 2, and they lost Game 6. Game 5 they won. They stole a game in Detroit, yet Donovan Mitchell also played bad. He got bailed out by guys like Max Strus, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, and James Harden. So Donovan Mitchell has not been carried, of course, because Game 4 he had one of the best halves of basketball I've ever watched in my life, that 39-point second half that he had in Game 4. Game 3 he was decent, but games 1, 2, 5, and 6 he was abysmal, and they lost 3 of these. This just shows you that Donovan Mitchell, when he is playing bad, the Cavs can step up, as we saw in Game 5, but the problem is you are the face of the franchise. You are what the Cavs traded their future away for. They traded Ochai Agbaji, Colin Sexton. They traded all of their future assets and a lot of picks away, especially a lot of first-rounders that they could have maybe used in order to get Donovan Mitchell when they traded with Utah back in 2022. So now you're in this kind of everlasting cycle of just losing in the second round. And Game 7 terrifies me. I'll talk about that in a second, but let me know what you guys think. Game 7 personally scares the hell out of me in Detroit, especially with the way the Cavs played in Game 6. I know I talked about that illness that they had, but I don't even know if that's an excuse for how bad they played in Game 6. Yes, I said it could play a factor, and maybe it did, but they played like butt. So kind of just looking more into his regular season stats in comparison. Especially at the start of the year, the Cavs were really injury-riddled. They looked like they couldn't stay healthy whatsoever. And Donovan Mitchell was truly bailing them out a lot. I mean a lot. I truly believe that he was on pace for an MVP-like season at the start of the year. And it all kind of just went downhill in the playoffs. They all kind of went away. Of course, when the Cavs acquired Harden, that's another ball handler that took away some pressure from Mitchell. When the Cavs got healthy, guys like Max Strus, Sam Merrill, they traded DeAndre Hunter. Dennis Schroeder's a ball handler as well. You got some defensive help with Keon Ellis. Jalen Tyson started stepping up. A lot of the Cavs players got healthy and started performing well. So Donovan Mitchell was able to take a little bit of a backseat, and his MVP run kind of slowed down. But it didn't slow down in a big negative way because the Cavs, when they got healthy and after the trade deadline, especially when Jarrett Allen was playing, because he missed a lot of time too. They really started performing, all of those guys. Mitchell obviously missed some time due to injury as well. You see 69 games, he missed them. So there was some load management, but for the most part, he did have some injuries lingering here and there. 48, 36 is not horrible. It's not phenomenal. He's obviously great from the free throw line. 4 rebounds and 6 assists. So just screenshot that if you need to. Remember it. Now let's look at his playoff stats, because this is a bigger difference just based on just scoring alone, 25.6, He's playing the same amount of minutes too. He's shooting at a worse percentage. He's getting less assists. He's just being a lot worse. He's just not doing as well in the playoffs. I think in the series against Toronto, a lot of the away games, he wasn't great. Of course, the Cavs lost every away game, so it wasn't just him. But I don't think he was great in a lot of the road games. There was a couple series where you can kind of dive into in the past from Cleveland with Spida, where you're like, oh, Mitchell is the only reason we're here. Orlando Magic a couple years ago in the first round, when Donovan Mitchell had 50 points in a loss, like stuff like that. He was really keeping us alive in that series offensively. But now, I don't know if James Harden is taking away something from him, if he's making Mitchell worse. But there's something we got to talk about here. So as I said, he is eligible for an extension. I'll talk more about that in a second. But real quick, comment below, yes, he should be extended. N for no, or O for other. Explain yourself in the comments. That could mean like, oh, if we make it out, I don't know right now, but if we win Game 7, then yes. Or, oh, if we make the finals, then yes, he should be extended. Me personally, I'm sitting at a no because I think that he should, especially if they lose Game 6 or if they lose Game 7, excuse me, he definitely shouldn't be extended. But we'll continue to talk about that as time continues. So go ahead and comment that below real quick. I'll give you guys a couple seconds. So now, let's talk about his contract details. Per Rockets Wire, Donovan Mitchell is eligible to sign a contract extension during the 2026 offseason. Mitchell is currently locked in on a 3-year, $150.3 million maximum contract extension he signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2024. His current contract runs through the 2026-27 season and features a player option for the 2027-28 season. Here are the details of his extension. His situation. Extension eligibility. Because of the way his contract is structured, Mitchell could sign a new extension this summer. So he's able to sign a new extension, which would keep him like guaranteed through 2027, 2028, or 2028, 2029. Of course, that's years down the line. But I think the Cavaliers really do have a tight window of a championship team. I truly believe that next year is probably their last year, unless they get a guy like Giannis. But even at that, if you keep Mitchell with a guy like Giannis, even if you have Mobley, or even if you don't have Mobley, I think that next year is truly your last window of a championship team, assuming Mitchell is there next season. I don't know if they'll not extend him and then use him as a trade piece. Rockets Wire wrote this because they are a team to look out for. They believe that they are a team to look out for in order to acquire Donovan Mitchell, because they do like trading young guys away to get old players such as Kevin Durant. But Donovan Mitchell could really, really improve that team, I guess, and make them at least a second-round team. Of course, they lost to LeBron, but Kevin Durant was hurt, but that's different. So there's a lot of teams to look out for. I heard that Mitchell could be a new piece for Giannis. I still think Mobley is the centerpiece of a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. But just based off what we see, what you guys have seen, based on some of these statistics and some of these stats, how the Cavs have been playing in general, I need you guys to drop a comment below if you guys think that the Cavs should extend Mitchell. If you are worried about Mitchell's future, if you are disappointed with his gameplay, comment any thoughts you have. Like this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe to this channel so you can stay updated. This is another daily upload, so this is the perfect time to join the Cavs Digest team. I am Atman. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Cavs Digest.